All about the good and bad sides of being an ENFJ. When we talk about an ENFJ's strengths and weaknesses, we're talking about the parts of their personality that make them both good and bad. Some things about them make them shine, and other things show their weaknesses. To reach their full potential, ENFJs will have to get over their weaknesses and improve their key skill sets so they can stand out in the social space. After all, everyone has strengths and weaknesses that make up their whole personality type. ENFJ strengths and weaknesses. The 16 personality types help to explain who a person is and what roles he or she plays in different parts of life. If you have the ENFJ personality type, knowing your strengths and weaknesses can help you figure out how you work best and which qualities to highlight in an interview or on a CV. You can take free personality tests if you want to find out more about your type. ENFJ stands for extroversion, intuition, feeling, and judging. This kind of person is naturally good at getting along with others and leading them. They trust and respect their intuition, which helps them make smart decisions. They are driven by their feelings and emotions, which gives them the ability to use empathy to solve problems and work with other people. People with this personality type often make lists, schedules, and plans to keep track of their lives and events. In general, people with the ENFJ personality type get along well with others and use their high values to solve problems and achieve their goals. 10 ENFJ strengths. Different ENFJ personality types have different strengths. ENFJs can use these traits at work and in their personal lives. Here are some good things about having the ENFJ personality type. 1. Sensitive ENFJs don't have strong opinions. The ENFJs who are open-minded are not at all closed-minded. They know how important it is to let people say what they want to say. They believe that everyone has the right to tell the truth, even if they don't agree with them. 2. Dependable and dependable. Few things bother ENFJ people. ENFJs have never thought about disappointing someone or something they care deeply about. If an ENFJ has some of these personal traits, you can count on them to keep their promises and obligations. 3. Passionate. The ENFJs aren't usually boring and kind. These people are full of passions, and they like to do their hobbies, whether they are gardening, dancing, hiking, or something else. So, they rarely find themselves without ideas. 4. Altruistic. People with this personality type are known to want to make positive changes in the world. The main characters believe that by bringing people together, they can do great things. 5. Attractive ENFJs often rise to positions of leadership because they are persistent and driven. Even when they are in higher positions in life, they don't lose sight of their main goal, which is to help other people. 6. Peacekeeping. ENFJs are interested in getting people to move in the same direction, which will lead to success. They work well together, which makes it easier for people in their profession and other fields to get along. This is because they believe that having healthy relationships is the only way to be happy. 7. Getting in touch. One of the many things that determine an ENFJ's success is how well it can communicate across many different media platforms. In different situations, they can turn ideas into words, which shows how creative they are. When ENFJs want to talk, write, or tell a story, their listeners are often just as eager to be enthralled by what they have to say. 8. Persuasiveness. ENFJs are known for being good at persuasion, and most of the time they can get people to always follow them. But ENFJs are generous, and they only want people to do more or better things because it will make them better people and help them be successful. Most of the time, they are not motivated by force or personal gain. People tend to listen to and follow these people because they are trustworthy and likable. 9. People with strong social networks are likely to be the kind of forward-thinking ENFJs who plan events and look for ways to bring people together. Their charismatic leadership makes sure that people join them quickly and with a lot of enthusiasm. ENFJs are good at jobs that require them to lead, teach, or train others. This is only because teaching and counseling are things they are good at and like to do. Their idealism helps them see other people's potential very clearly and accurately, and their judging factor helps them figure out how to get there. 10. High level of tolerance. The ENFJ personality type is very understanding. They are open to the ideas of others, but they usually make the final decision on their own. These people are open-minded and understand that other people may have different ideas than them. Usually, when they and someone else have different ideas, they prefer to keep quiet and stay calm. 10 flaws of an ENFJ. Even though ENFJ personality types have many strengths, they also have flaws just like all other personality types. If an ENFJ is aware of its flaws, it might be able to overcome possible obstacles so it can fully use its strengths. This could make them stronger people. 1. Making rash judgments. Since ENFJs are passionate and stubborn, they often jump right in without doing enough research or fully understanding what it will take. They might not worry about the important and necessary details because their intuition wins out and they are sure they have everything under control. Problems with making decisions. ENFJs might find it hard to conclude from information that doesn't seem to have any human context. People often find it hard or even unpleasant to come to conclusions using exact logic, unbiased reasoning, and statistics. Others may think ENFJs are kind, but they may also think they are unfair because they tend to put the needs of the individual ahead of the needs of the group and focus on the exceptions rather than the rules. 3. Quite intense. When it comes to self-improvement, ENFJs rarely lack energy or determination. But they might not know that not everyone has these qualities. Sometimes the main character will try to force other characters to make changes that they aren't ready for or don't want to make. 4. Too sensitive. Compassion is one of this personality type's best qualities. But protagonists tend to take on other people's problems as their own, which can be both emotionally and physically draining. 5. Very generous. Because ENFJs put other people and their needs first, they may not always be aware of their own needs and may find it hard to explain their thoughts and feelings. They are afraid that doing so would lead to arguments or other problems. If they haven't figured out who they are yet, they might not be honest with each other. ENFJs may feel lonelier because they think no one understands them. ENFJs often put others before themselves and care very much about their friends. So, they might take on too many tasks, which would be hard on others. ENFJs are often selfless, which can cause them a lot of stress. 6. Unrealistic. A lot of ENFJs feel obligated to fix every wrong they see. But no matter how hard these people try, it is just not possible for them to solve every problem in the world. If they aren't careful, they could spread themselves too thin and be unable to help anyone. 7. Sensitivity. Because ENFJs have strong beliefs, it can be hard for them to take criticism. Even if it's helpful feedback that could help them do a better job, they might take it too personally. This could be because they care too much about what other people think and want to be liked by their peers. To deal with this, ENFJs might try to change how they feel about criticism and see it in a more positive light. ENFJs might be able to take in and use constructive criticism if they realize that it can help them grow as people or workers. 8. They have too many high hopes. They often think that everyone follows these important values, or at least that everyone should. So, when people break their core values, like honesty or fairness, it may come as a big surprise to ENFJs. This is because ENFJs tend to be very idealistic, which can make them seem naive. When someone makes them question their beliefs, ENFJs may try to find a way to deal with it. ENFJs might also do well to practice their negotiation skills so they don't become too idealistic. 9. Condescending. People with this type of personality enjoy teaching others, especially about issues and values that are important to them. Unfortunately, an ENFJ's attempts to enlighten others can come off as condescending, which isn't the best way to convince someone of something. 10. Making bad decisions. Even though they have strong ideas and beliefs, ENFJs have trouble making hard choices. They can come up with several solutions to a problem, but it may be hard for them to choose one because they worry about what will happen if they choose the wrong one. ENFJs may also worry about how their actions will be seen by their peers, which could make them hesitant to take decisive action. People with ENFJs can try out different possible outcomes to see what works best for them and the people close to them. They could also talk to other people to help them make decisions. ENFJ development and growth. Here are some useful tips for ENFJs to help them grow and succeed. 1. Pay attention to the details. The ENFJ is good at reading between the lines, but there are times when the small details are important and the dry, impersonal contracts just need to be read. This will make you want to react, but you have to. The ENFJ will benefit from saying "let me think about it" and then really taking the time to think about the details, goals, and time commitment before responding to any projects, activities, or undertakings. 2. To develop perseverance. ENFJs like to start new projects and activities, but sometimes they take on more than they can handle. If the ENFJ breaks the job into manageable pieces and sees each one as a separate goal, it will be easier for them to stay excited and motivated than if they looked at the whole project and felt overwhelmed. 3. Get used to having fights. Conflict, disagreement, and lack of unity are not the end of the world or something that needs to be avoided at all costs. Even though ENFJs prefer friendly relationships to hostile ones, they often grow in stressful situations. The ENFJ can face and deal with conflict, which can lead to great things and even deeper relationships. 4. Don't miss the chance. Due to their natural tendency to look to the future, ENFJs may find it hard to deal with the here and now, since the possibilities seem so much more interesting than the situation as it is. ENFJs will keep looking forward to the best things the future has to offer, but they must use their organizational and planning skills to get started on the tasks of today so they can reach their goals for the future. 5. Pay attention to the bottom line. Helping other people makes ENFJs feel good about themselves, but they have to take their skills seriously if they want to get paid for it. It is possible to help other people, make a contribution to society, and make enough money to live on. The ENFJ might also need to work on becoming more task-oriented and concerned with results. It's easy to get sidetracked by the social parts of a task or project and fail to meet the goals and expectations. The ENFJ will have to work hard to find a balance between getting things done and spending time with other people. To sum up, we can see that ENFJs have a lot of strengths that help them get things done, but they also have some weaknesses that can hold them back. They tend to take charge of a situation and lead a group toward experiences and activities that will help them learn and grow. ENFJs have a natural ability to see people's potential, and their charisma and friendliness encourage others to develop their skills even more. These people are usually busy and hardworking, and while helping others learn new things, they often show a lot of energy that others may take advantage of. ENFJs are natural speakers and are good at connecting with people through what they say. They know people and enjoy talking about their relationships. Even though they have many flaws, ENFJs are known and valued for sharing what they know about people, how they feel, and why they do what they do. They also enjoy helping others solve their problems.